let's go to Joe Biden. Joe Biden also had a town hall today. This is the first time he had a town hall in years. So let's see how he did. You know, I'm open. Maybe he'll thrill me. Yeah.
To project a message of unity because of current message we are receiving in dividing people and the students of schools.
You are very good. How old are you? 10 years.
Okay, let me make sure you can hear that. The young girl, she just asked Joe Biden something about unity, something about we're being too divided, and what can you do to help us not be divided? And, you know, obviously this is a question that Mama wrote for, because, you know, children run around wondering why America's divided. Like, what 10-year-old even knows America's divided? How would they even know about division? My son's 10, he don't know America's divided. His dad does political commentary for a living. This is what I do. And my son doesn't know America's divided. Now you're up to speed. Here goes the rest. Here goes Joe Biden's response to what he gonna do to make sure America's no longer divided.
10 years. She's 10 years old. When I was your age, kiddo, at 10 years old, I stuttered so badly I could hardly talk. No, I really did. Everybody can still laugh about stuttering. If I said I had a cleft palate or a club foot, no one would have laughed. But stuttering is the only thing people can still laugh at. And it's incredibly debilitating because you walk in and you say, you know, would you like to go to the prom with me? You know, it sounds silly, but go see the King's Speech and you'll understand it better. But the point is, even if I didn't, I wouldn't have had the courage to stand up in front of all these people and do what you just did. So you got to make me a promise. When you're President of the United States, you remember who I was, okay? All right, let me...
See, Joe Biden just loves to talk. Oh, he loves to talk. It don't have to, look, he don't have to be talking about what you asked him about. He just loves to talk. He just start making up stuff and start telling you stories, old, tired, dry stories. This is the first town hall, folks. You would think, let me get a strong start. But this is not a strong start. This is Joe Biden. In fact, guys, I spared you from the first 40 minutes of this thing where he meandered around talking about everything, nothing policy related at all.
Answer the question. Look. I said the reason why, I'll be as brief as I can, I said the reason why I was running, I had 3 reasons, and I announced it after when I decided to finally do it. My grandkids came to me and said, Pop, you got to go ahead and do this, because we knew it was not going to be a pretty campaign, especially the general election, if I made it. And they said, we understand, Pops, you got to do it, because here's the deal. Charlottesville. I never, ever, ever thought coming out of getting involved in the first instance because of civil rights and civil liberties, I never thought I'd see people coming out of fields carrying torches, literally carrying torches, chanting the same anti-Semitic bile that was chanted at the time that Hitler was taking over Germany in the 30s. Not a joke, same bile. Accompanied by white supremacists in the Ku Klux Klan. And then when asked by and met by decent, honorable people who were opposing the hate and said, not here in our city, and a clash ensued and a young woman lost her life. And when he was asked, what about it? He said there were some very fine people on both sides. Now look, it's not just the president. Our children are listening. They're listening. Not a joke. Not a joke. Hate crimes are way up. We've empowered people come out from under rocks that never existed before. Here's what the Constitution says, and I remind everybody this. The Constitution, as well as the Declaration of Independence, they use the word we the people. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, endowed by their Creator. We've never met that requirement before, but we've never walked away from it. Never one single time. It's happened. And now the Breitbarts and the hard right and the rest of these folks out there, they're legitimizing by their actions the kinds of things that are happening. You saw what happened.
Oh, he's done. Oh, okay. Sorry about that, guys. I fell asleep. Woo! I was having a great dream though, man. I was having a dream that Joe Biden actually answered the question. He didn't though, did he? No, he just drawled on and on and on about something totally unrelated. And correct me if I'm wrong, did this mofo just sit up there and repeat the dialogue or the voiceover for his freaking announcement video?
I never thought I'd see people coming out of fields carrying torches, literally carrying torches, chanting the same
anti-Semitic bile heard across Europe in the 30s.
Anti-Semitic bile that was chanted at the time that Hitler was taking over Germany in the 30s. Not a joke, same bile. And then when asked by and met by decent, honorable people who were opposing the hate and said, not here in our city.
And they were met by a courageous group of Americans. And a violent clash ensued. And a brave young woman lost her life.
And a clash ensued and a young woman lost her life.
He did, didn't he? He actually repeated word for word the speech he gave on his announcement video. As if he was like town halls and that for you to do that. Like, shouldn't a town hall be somewhat spontaneous? Extemporaneous, that's the word for it, extemporaneous. I learned it back when I took Toastmasters. This is his first town hall. You would think he would take it seriously enough to actually have taken some Niagara or Viagra or caffeine or something. This is horrific. But there's more. Yeah, there's more. I got a whole other clip to share with you. But before we go, I just want to ask you, did he tell you how he was going to unite the country? There's some liberals who are well-to-do, who their only concern is, I wish we all liked each other more. Man, people liking me is really low on my list. You know what's high on my list? Heat, AC, mortgage or rent, food, roof overhead, job, insurance, car note, gas. Like, these are regular. What person thinks the most pressing issue of the day is, I don't think we like each other enough. We need to like each other more. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with wanting people to like you more. I think I'd have a problem, a hard time finding real black people with real problems who would say, if I say, hey, what's your top 3 things you think America, that's important to you, that they would say, us just liking each other more. Because see, that don't have nothing to do with a president if us like each other more. Maybe they say they like them cops to like us more or want to kill us less. Or maybe they say they like, I don't know, to be able to afford their prescriptions. Maybe they say we like the roads to be improved so that people can get to their businesses unencumbered by big-ass potholes. But I doubt very sincerely, guys, that regular people, and I got a feeling that's the same way in the white community. You know, I got a feeling that if I went around white people who are not well-to-do off, like if all your money ain't straight. See, there's a difference between how people feel who are actors with a lot of money socked away, or business people who you know, have millions of dollars, you know, net, liquid, they have access to. It's a big difference between what's important to them and what's important to people like you and I, who are paycheck to paycheck or basically just getting by. Like, there's a huge void. And I don't think Joe Biden gets that. In fact, I know he doesn't get it. Because he sat up there and wasted 3 minutes of your life, my life, and everybody in that room's life talking about the Constitution and talking about an ad they already saw. But just to show you, I'm still open-minded. Let's go to the second clip of your boy Joe Biden. And let's see if he gets to the point this time.
Hello, my name is Nicole Jackson. I work at Madden Elementary in Richmond, Texas. My question is about student loan interest. My husband and I have over $100,000 in student loans between us, and we're both teachers. And we have acquired probably over $7,000 in interest alone. If we are supposed to be paying our student loans back, how can we get relief from just the interest alone?
Well, by the way, as you know, we try to do, and the answer is if you're teaching, you should be able to have your student loan basically paid off. Now, but here's the thing: the existing program, the existing law is much too difficult. too many hurdles that have to be gone through. Many, too many hurdles. I think it can be simplified, and again, if you give me your name, I will get to you specifically, but it can be simplified significantly. And so that you qualify, if you're teaching in school, to be able to not have to pay that loan. And the years that you're working, you don't pay the loan and it gets reduced up to a certain amount. The point is that secondly, it is the student loan that most people are defaulting, if my memory serves me correctly, are people whose student loan is in the range of $18,000 to $20,000. And we should be able to do a great deal there as well. But the student loan program is, we ended the for-profit piece of this a long time ago, and now we're in a position where the question is, how far back do you go? I'd like to go back pretty far, because I had my deceased son, went to Penn and then he went to Syracuse Law, and he graduated with $120,000 in student loans after my borrowing everything I was able to borrow against my house, etc., as much as I could do. My other son went to Georgetown and then Yale Law School. He in fact had $140,000 in terms of his. Here's the deal. When you in fact, anyway, the point is that I think there has to be
Oh, hey, how you doing? Oh, God, I'm doing a show. I forgot. Oh. Forgot we were talking. Joe Biden is not very crisp, is he? Are you sure you want him being president? I mean, you're talking, like, look, I have to keep telling everybody I didn't vote for Trump, but I didn't. Because whenever you criticize a Democrat, they just think, obviously, that you're a Trump supporter. Not a Trump supporter. I'm independent at this point. Democrats have lost me. Okay? Republicans never had me. Democrats lost me. Okay? Check this out. Trump may lie. No, scratch that. Trump lies. At least they're quick lies. You know? Oh, he had the biggest events. Biggest. Oh, it's great. Greatest event, great, wrong, greatest, most people ever attended my event, my inauguration, great, fantastic, most people ever. This is a quick lie. It doesn't take 6 minutes to get to the lie. Joe Biden takes a long time to say nothing. That's who they want. That's who they want. And that's why when people say Biden's leading in the polls, wait till people start seeing this. Oh, they're going to be like, yeah, he not that sharp. He need to sit down. And him and Bernie are about the same age, but Bernie's on top. He's kind of sharp, like he answers questions.
All right, so the first one is a very serious question. You said yesterday, I watched your rally in Pittsburgh, that no one should tell a woman what to do with her own body. With regard to abortion, do you believe that a woman should be able to terminate a pregnancy up until the moment of birth?
Look, I think that happens very, very rarely, and I think this is being made into a political issue. Okay? So I think it's rare, it's being made into a political issue, but at the end of the day, I believe that the decision over abortion belongs to a woman and a physician, not the federal government, not the state government, and not the local government.
Senator.
I seen Bernie at town halls. He responds. He can talk. He doesn't start talking about stuff that wasn't asked, that's totally down left field. And then at the very end of that clip, and I didn't doctor it and I didn't slow it down, he forgot even what he was talking about.
My other son went to Georgetown and then Yale Law School. He in fact had $140,000 in terms of his. Here's the deal. When you in fact, anyway, the point is that I think there has to be a means by which you get to total debt forgiveness and delay in terms of what you have to do in terms of the service you're rendering to the country.
That's what you really want? You really think that's going to inspire voters? Man, if Joe Biden became the Democratic nominee, I have a feeling the turnout would be very, very low. People have a problem with Donald Trump, but they don't viscerally hate him enough that you're going to get people to come out in droves unless they're inspired by the Democratic candidate. And I don't think that Joe Biden's going to inspire anybody. Yeah, there are people in these polls probably that are going, hey, I don't know this person. I don't know that person. Hey, what about Joe Biden? Hey, I know him. Maybe I'd vote for him. That's not the same thing about being excited. That's not going to get it done. All right. Jesus. Now, I want you to know that Biden says he has an education plan that will boost the U.S. teacher pay, and he also wants to ban assault weapons. So he does have some plan somewhere, okay? But him explaining it,